Deep in the ancient highlands of Eldermist, where old forests stretched endless green and rolling hills kissed the soft grey sky, folk tales had passed from mouth to mouth for centuries. Villagers lived simple, humble lives, herding sheep, planting grain, and respecting the quiet magic that lingered within the woods. They believed the forest kept its own secrets, guarded by gentle spirits who blessed kind hearts and punished greed and cruelty. In this quiet village lived a young shepherd boy named Rowan, pure of heart, quiet in spirit, and kinder than any soul in the Highland Valley. Rowan had no family save his flock and the wild creatures of the hills. Orphaned at a young age, he grew up wandering the open meadows and forest edges, tending sheep from dawn till dusk. He spoke softly to the wind, left crumbs for hungry birds, and never harmed a single living thing. While other villagers feared the deep woods after sunset, Rowan saw the forest as a friend. He knew every hidden stream, every blooming bush, and every quiet clearing bathed in silver moonlight. His life was simple, solitary, and peaceful, yet he often wondered if he would ever find a soul to share his quiet world with. Each midsummer night, the villagers warned one another not to enter the ancient forest. Old folklore said that on the year's brightest moon, a forest maiden wandered the glades, a spirit born from wild blossoms and morning dew. She granted kindness to the gentle-hearted but vanished forever from those who carried arrogance or greed. Most villagers avoided the woods entirely, too afraid to meet the mysterious forest spirit, but Rowan paid no heed to the superstitious warnings. On one clear midsummer evening, he stepped into the twilight woods to fetch a stray lamb that had wandered from the flock beneath the glowing silver moon. The forest looked ethereal, bathed in soft mist and glowing fireflies. Wild flowers bloomed out of season, filling the air with sweet, delicate fragrance. As Rowan walked deeper into the glade, he saw a girl standing barefoot among the blossoms, her hair woven with fresh wild petals, her dress stitched from soft green leaves and white bloom threads. Her eyes held the calm wisdom of the ancient woods, and her smile was as warm as the first sunlight of spring. She was Leora, the forest maiden of Eldermist, the living spirit of the woodland blooms. Leora had watched Rowan for many seasons. She had seen him nurse injured fawns back to health, shelter lost lambs from stormy winds, and speak gentle words to the lonely forest. While humans usually feared or sought to capture forest magic, Rowan only loved the woods selflessly, asking for nothing in return. For the first time in her long immortal life, the forest spirit felt a strange, tender warmth blooming in her heart, a longing to walk beside a human soul and share the beauty she guarded alone for centuries. Rowan felt no fear when he saw her. He simply bowed gently, his voice calm and respectful. "I mean no harm, fair maiden. I only came to find my lost sheep." Leora smiled softly, her voice like rustling leaves and flowing stream water. "Your lamb rests safe by the western spring. I have watched you, young shepherd. You love this forest truly, without greed or pretense." That magical midsummer night, they wandered the moonlit glade together. Leora showed him hidden forest springs that sparkled like starlight, secret flower groves that bloomed only for kind souls, and ancient trees that held the memories of centuries. Rowan told her of human village life, of quiet days, simple joys, and the gentle loneliness he had carried all his years. They belonged to two different worlds, one mortal and earthly, one immortal and wild, yet their souls understood each other perfectly, bound by tenderness, purity, and sincere affection. Night after night, when the villagers fell asleep, Rowan returned to the forest glade to meet Leora. They walked beneath twilight skies, listened to nightingales sing, and shared quiet conversations beneath old oak trees. Leora taught him to hear the whispers of wind and understand the language of wild creatures. Rowan taught her human warmth, mortal affection, and the precious beauty of fleeting, ordinary days. Love grew between them slowly, naturally, like wildflowers spreading across untouched meadows, pure and unspoiled by worldly desire. But ancient forest magic held unbreakable rules. A forest spirit bound to the woodland could not stay in the mortal world forever, and a human could not live eternally in the wild magic realm. As autumn approached, the forest's magic began to fade with the falling leaves, and Leora's form grew fainter each passing night. She told Rowan the truth. Their love was blessed, but their worlds were separated by fate, and their time together would soon end. Rowan's heart ached, yet he did not grieve bitterly. Instead, he knelt before her beneath the golden autumn moon and spoke with sincere courage. "I do not fear parting, for every night with you has been the greatest gift of my life. If I cannot walk with you in the forest forever, I will spend every mortal day honoring the woods you guard. I will protect these trees, care for every creature, and keep your magic alive in the mortal world." Leora's eyes glistened with gentle tears. Moved by his selfless love, she wove a garland of eternal wild blossoms and placed it upon his head. "True love transcends mortal boundaries," she whispered. "I cannot stay in your world, but I shall bind our souls to the forest forever. Every spring bloom, every gentle wind, every quiet moonlit night shall be my presence beside you." When autumn's last leaf fell, Leora faded into the forest mist, returning to the hidden spirit realm of Eldermist. Yet the love between the shepherd and the forest maiden never vanished. Rowan lived out his mortal days guarding the ancient woods, protecting every flower, tree, and creature. The villagers witnessed miracles. Their flocks never strayed far, their harvests always flourished, and the forest always blessed their village with peace and abundance. After Rowan passed peacefully in old age, the folk of Eldermist passed down their love story for generations. To this day, villagers say that on quiet midsummer nights, if you walk gently into the moonlit glade, you may feel two gentle souls wandering together. A mortal shepherd who loved selflessly, and a forest maiden who loved eternally, proving that pure love can bridge worlds, transcend fate, and bloom forever in the quiet magic of the world.